go-to couple for love and relationship advice,
Dope spoken word poetry,
and uplifting content.
like live meditations.
Hey, first
we're
one.
going live for the first time. And yeah, we wanted to make this a regular thing. We're going to be going live with you guys every Sunday now. And our idea for that is to basically take it to church. We're going to be doing live meditations where you can tune in, meditate with us. There is a power and amplification of the energy of meditation when we are able to meditate together. And even a lot of people like Joe Dispenza talk about how in some of his events he'll have people tuning in remotely, right, across time zones or from different areas. So you can tune in from your house, wherever you are, sit down in meditation with us, and wherever you are, that is amplifying the energy that we're creating together. When we place our collective intention, our collective focus on a specific thing that we're creating, it just multiplies exponentially.
And we're really excited because what we want to do with this is give you all the opportunity to talk to us. Put your name in the chat and we can focus on embodying that energy of manifesting deep soulful love into your life, which is what we are all about. So this is going to be also a little taste of what we do in our private coaching sessions, which is to focus on what people want to create, focus on the vision of love, as we always say, not necessarily a specific person, but focusing on that vision of love, helping you feel that, bring that into your energy and bringing you into your heart so that you can manifest that into your life. And we're speaking from our actual experience, speaking from things we did before and during the time that we met each other. So we're really excited to share it. So that said,
we got
hey, welcome.
Hello,
Thank you
Hannah.
so much. Yeah, this is Hannah. Thank you, Hannah. We're so excited to have you here. So what we're going to do is just jump right in. We're going to keep this short for the first time, but please share anything.
Well, before we do, though, I want to talk about the hi. So we're new to the live thing, so we'll be seeing some engagement coming in live. And thank you guys for those of you who are joining us first. Like we said, we're going to be doing this regularly, but what we mentioned, there's a super chat option where that is where that is an opportunity for you. If you enjoy our content, if you are tuning in here and you watch our videos regularly, the super chat is a way to basically help support us, right? Like it takes a lot of work, takes a lot of creative time and effort to upkeep a channel. So by doing the super chat, that's your way of one, supporting us and helping us continue to make this channel grow, but also that any of those super chats that we see come in, those are the ones that we will actually incorporate into our live meditation. So if you have an intention or some kind of vision that you would like to share and like to have us incorporate into our meditation, into our affirmations, basically holding space and speaking those out for you in the space, that's the option to go with there.
Yes, and whatever we share there is not only being held by us, but anyone who comes into this space, we really invite you to just hold the energy of love, not just for yourself, but for anybody coming in, so we can share and grow that, because the more that you come together on something, the more powerfully it grows it. And that's the twin flame energy, is like expanding love in the world. That's really what it's all about. We want to expand love, we want to inspire love, and when you do that with us, it makes it grow exponentially. So that's what we're really excited to do. We're so grateful for you all coming and joining us today. And please let us know what you think. Give us your feedback, give us your thoughts. Let us know if you want us to keep it up.
And I saw one person said the super chat is not an option on their phone.
Okay.
It said it usually pops up during YouTube Live. So maybe this is something we've noticed ourselves, that sometimes the desktop app of YouTube is different from like the phone app. Even for us, like creatively, we see some different things in the YouTube studio and whatnot. But yeah, maybe if anyone else knows there's an option to do it on the phone, put it in the chat. But otherwise, we'll just get right in. And if you want to try the super chat option next time, but just know it's a way of giving that donation of like $5 or whatever, and that's our way of giving back to you. For those who help support in that way, is to put that affirmation out there into the universe. There is power in speaking it out loud. There is
Thank you.
power.
Someone's checking another device too. Let us know. This is kind of
Beautiful.
an experiment right now, but please put your hopes and your goals and your visions in the regular chat as well, because we just really want to support you. We really want to, explore this option of going live, because it's like the first time we've really gotten to connect with you
Yes.
guys, like one-on-one, and it's really exciting.
Yeah.
So I will invite you all. Are you ready to jump in?
Well, I want to say this was also kind of inspired by, we were listening to a really fascinating podcast last night with Dr. Joe Dispenza, who we both really love.
Awesome.
We've read his books, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself and Becoming Supernatural. And his books are incredible. And he does all these live events, live conferences all around the world, where he is bringing in like neuroscience, scientific experts, physically studying these effects of these group meditations and seeing amazing results, seeing people have profound healings from things that are not supposed to be healed by, according to Western medicine, people healing muscular dystrophy and getting up out of wheelchairs and walking around, and people who are blind for most of their life all of a sudden having perfect 20/20 vision just from doing these powerful meditation practices. So it's something that we really believe in, and we want to contribute to that any way we can, even with the audience that we have right now. If we can amplify that energy of going within, tapping into our true divine creative potential together, what's better than that?
And you can expand it right now. If you have a friend who is wanting love in their life, or wants to amplify the love that they have, like, send this live to them. Let them join. Let them know about it. Let's get it to as many people as we can here. But it doesn't matter how many people are joining us now. You are meant to be here. You're meant to receive this message. You're meant to be a part of the energy that we are creating in this environment. So we're just really grateful that you're here. I just want to invite you to get comfortable. If you want to have a journal nearby, I love to have a journal for any insights that I get. Have that handy and ready to go. If you want to light a candle, just make yourself feel comfortable. You can sit, you can lie down. Make sure you're safe. You might want to put earphones on. If you're listening to in the car, obviously, please pay attention to what you're doing. We want you to be safe. Regardless, but get yourself into a space where you begin to feel relaxed. And what we're going to do is show you what we do in our private coaching, which is we'll take you through a process of first getting into your heart. Because when we're manifesting anything, when we're attracting in anything, it's really important to do so from a grounded space, and not necessarily be creating from our minds, right? But be creating from our heart space, be accepting in love from our heart space, because that's what love is all about.
And by getting into the heart space, something even Dr. Joe was talking about last night, was by getting into that heart space first, you send powerful electromagnetic signals to the brain, actually, to let your brain know, okay, now it is safe. Now I am in a space where I can actually open the mind to these new ideas, new insights. And that's where you're able to really download powerful ideas and like these aha, like, whoa, with clarity coming in once you get that centered, heart-centered energy flowing.
And I love these messages coming in to be financially free and healthier and spend this great time with loved ones. Like, this is what it's all about, connecting. And just having had Thanksgiving in the States, it really brings up that sense of gratitude and appreciation. So
for sure,
Hamilton is so wonderful at getting people into their hearts. So we're going to begin now, and Hamilton is going to do this process, which I think he's just gifted in guiding people there. And then I'll come in and guide us through this guided meditation.
And how are we going, if we do have any super chats come through, want at least one of us to be able to see? So I guess while I'm doing
I will keep
the
an
heart
eye
centering,
on the chat.
kind of keep one eye open, and then when we switch off.
And we'll check too to make sure that it's enabled, because again, this is new, but I will keep an eye while you're doing that and hold space while Hamilton is creating this awesome energy.
Right. So if anyone who is ready to participate can begin by just getting yourself into a comfortable position, ideally with your back, spine straight, knees below the hips if you can. And we'll close your eyes and begin to take some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. energy of gratitude, like Ingrid says, weekend, focusing on gratitude with Thanksgiving. Breathing in all the gratitude for all the blessings in your life and exhaling, just releasing any distractions from the day, releasing any stress or worry that we might have been carrying into this moment. We'll take one more deep breath in.
And allowing any sounds to be released on that out breath too, just releasing it all, letting it go.
And now that we're focusing on gratitude, gratitude being the perfect energy for receiving, we'll begin to bring our focus to your heart, listening for your heartbeat in your chest. Sometimes it helps to place your hand over your heart so that you can actually feel the pulse, or you can just listen, feel it beating. You can start to really feel that rhythm that is your own unique rhythm of the heart, always working for us, always beating and sending that life energy throughout our veins, throughout our whole entire body. Breathing into that and just noticing, does your heartbeat feel strong? Does it feel fast? Or is it beating nice and slow? As you really tune into that heartbeat, see if you can feel that same pulse, same rhythm. Can you feel it down in your wrists? Your heart is beating that pulse through your whole body. You feel that pulse in your wrists. See if you can feel the pulsing even in your fingertips. Reaching down further, so you can feel that pulse in your gut. We're expanding our heart chakra, expanding our heart love energy throughout our whole bodies, reaching down. See if you can feel that pulse in your ankles. Heart center is becoming very activated now, bringing that awareness all the way back up your body, continuing to feel the pulse moving through your whole body now. See if you can feel your pulse in the temples of your forehead. Now we have covered ourselves fully in this love, pure love energy, really abiding in this space, this inner space, your own heart space is always accessible to you. In this inner space where we are deeply connected to a sense of knowing, where there is clarity and the answers to all of our questions written on the insides of your own heart. Nothing needs to be figured out, only just remembered. In this space of knowing, there is a real peace that we can abide in. Sitting in this stillness, in this peace, this peaceful knowing that the love we are looking for is all around you and within you. It is you. Because what Ingrid and I believe is that the love that we seek is the thread that connects all of life on this planet. It's truly everywhere. And so when we connect to that love within, we are literally in love as a state of being. And from this space, we may begin to become a magnet, magnetizing those that are seeking to be in love with us.
And staying in this beautiful heart space, this beautiful energy that Hamilton has inspired for all of us. We're remembering the power, for those who have just come in, of getting into your heart space before doing our affirmations or our manifestations, our visualizations to manifest love into our life. We are going to use this guided meditation to go from a state of hoping or desiring or wishing or believing to a state of knowing that love is coming in, that love is on its way to you, that the person who is meant to be in your life isn't going to appear when you meet them. They are here on this planet right now, ready to meet you. They are here to connect with you. They are desiring to meet you just as much as you are desiring to meet them. And as we teach, focusing on the vision of love rather than a specific person is powerful, because we know and we trust that whoever is in alignment with that vision will show up. So that is your only work. Keep connecting to your vision of love and trust that whoever is in the most alignment with that vision of love is going to come to you. There is nothing that will keep them from you. So taking a deep breath, I now want to invite you to call in the energy of the person that is on their way to you. Pay attention to any sensations, feelings, colors, thoughts, ideas, sounds, textures, all of the senses. Activate them all as we call in this vision of love, as we call in the energy of this person. Try not to be fixated on a specific person, a face, but more an energy. Calling them into you, calling them into your heart. Continuing to breathe. Noticing any sensations in your body. Any thoughts that come to you that are not in alignment, just send them down into your heart. Visualize it as a ball of light and send it down into your heart, and then focus back on calling in this love. This great love that you are so worthy of and that you deserve, and that we are passionate about helping you manifest into your life. Going from aching and yearning to knowing and trusting and gratitude and excitement. I want you to think about the following questions and allow whatever answers want to come. Sometimes the answers may not make sense right now, but they often become clear in the coming hours, days, or weeks. There were things that I meditated on before I met Hamilton that made so much sense when we finally met. And it was so powerful to see the power and the wisdom of life flowing through, even if I didn't understand it at the time. So if you'd like, as I mentioned, you can journal this, you can write any notes down, or just tell yourself that you'll remember anything that you're meant to remember right now. And the first question is, what does this love, what does this great love that is on its way to me look like? What does it look like? You may see a scene in front of you. You may see colors. You might hear an answer. You may see a face. Just allow whatever wants to come through, trying not to judge it or edit it. Let yourself be surprised. Breathe into this answer. What does this great love look like? deeply, continuing to center into your heart. If a smile comes on your face, that's how you know you're really connecting. That's how I would always be able to tell I was connecting to my future love, because I couldn't help but smile. It was like a glow, almost like a light I could see with my eyes closed. Just let it come over you. Let it warm you. Let it reassure you you are worthy. You are worthy of love. You're worthy of someone who is present, who shows up, who is just as excited about you as you are for them. Now I invite you to ask the question, what does this love feel like? What does it feel like to be in this beautiful relationship? How does it feel in your body? Feel it light you up from your fingertips down to your toes. Feel your heart rate maybe increase, or maybe it slows. Maybe it's a peaceful feeling. Hamilton and I shared with each other that there was just this peace that's been there from the beginning whenever we connected. And while there was excitement and while there was chemistry, there was this underlying sense of peace. Maybe it feels like you're floating. Maybe it feels elevated. Maybe it feels inspiring. Just allow whatever wants to come in to come in. And again, it doesn't have to make sense intellectually. This is not an intellectual process. This is a heart process. And your intellect can think about it later on and decipher. That's okay. But right now, just allow. You could see something that you can't make sense of in this moment, that when you meet this person will make perfect sense. I once did a meditation with a friend, and the word September kept coming to me, and neither of us were clear. I said, maybe you'll meet them in September. Maybe their name will be September. And when she finally met her person who she's now married to, one day we were working together and it came to me. I said, wait a minute. When's his birthday? And of course, September. And we were screaming, laughing and at work, and everyone was looking at us like we were crazy. But those are the kinds of answers that can come through when you're willing to surrender, to trust your heart, to trust life, to trust the process, to trust that the one that is meant for you is meant for you. And you don't have to fight for it or look for it or search for it. You have to allow it to open up to it. What does it feel like? If there's not a smile on your face, keep connecting. Because when you really feel this, it is going to light you up. Sometimes people will feel a color rush through them. It can be these intermingling of senses. There's so much more than what we see physically. If you are subscribing to this channel, you probably believe that too. That there's more than meets the eye. There's beyond what we can just see and sense with the five senses. There's energies and powers and beautiful things working for us all the time, whether we can see them or not. Taking a couple more deep breaths, continuing to feel, because as Hamilton mentioned, Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about, many other great metaphysical teachers, the feeling is what really connects you to, that's the first step in the manifestation, that's the first step in it actually appearing made physical in your life, is getting into the feeling space as it's here now.
Yes.
Feeling that love.
The feeling of the wish fulfilled.
Yes.
Because really the reality is these dream partners that we want, or all of these goals and things external to us that we want to manifest in our lives, the reason we want those and have that desire is really for the feeling that we believe it will give us to have it. And so the catch-22 is that by going within, going into these states of true creative power, we can actually connect to the feeling of having these things right now. You can give yourself access this feeling now as if it already is, because on some level, the truth is we are living in these multi-dimensional as multidimensional beings, and in some level of reality, you do already have it. It is already there. It already exists. Creation is already finished. It is done. And so by connecting to that feeling, really feeling it, really seeing and actualizing in your five senses this vision of love that you are creating for yourself, we're connecting yourself to that reality right now. And then that allows us, when we come out of meditation, to just be walking around in this vibration where our external reality is forced to mold itself to the vibration that you are vibrating on, that you are emanating.
And it's also, again, remembering that this person is here. They are here. So you're just getting into the space where it's becoming more and more and more and more likely that you're going to connect with them because you're vibrating on the level to meet them. You could walk right past them. I believe that Hamilton and I walked past each other before we met. We're from the same hometown. And it wasn't until we were both in that state, until we were both in that place to connect, that we connected. Because the timing was right, because the energy was right, because the vibration was right, because we had both shared that we had gotten into this space where we had really accepted and embraced our aloneness. And that's what brought us together. And that's the beauty of life. Allow the beauty of life, allow the surprises to come through. Say now, you can say out loud, I invite life to surprise me with wonderful surprises. I invite it in. I invite the universe, God, whatever word feels best for you, to show me how well taken care of I am. A friend of ours said that to us, and I thought that was so beautiful. I invite that in now. You invite that in now. Invite in that love. If you haven't heard the bench story, then I invite you to click on the link. I think it's called Amazing Twin Flame Manifestation Stories. But you put out an asking, and the answers come. But we can walk right by them if we're not in that space, in that heart, in that receptive space to see them.
Yes.
So taking a few moments like this, I applaud each of you for taking a little bit of time to get into this heart-centered space, because life is not compartmentalized. As someone mentioned, they're mentioning financial wealth, they're mentioning time with people they love. This is going to touch everything. So I just give gratitude. I feel so grateful to be a part of that. And you are also blessing us by showing up and holding this space with us. Yes. So continuing to connect into that feeling, I want you to stay in that feeling space. What does this love feel like? I want to introduce you to the next question, and what Hamilton and I believe is one of the most powerful questions you can ask yourself when you're wanting to attract love into your life. And this was inspired by Michael Bernard Beckwith, who some of you might know. He does a visioning process. The question is, who does this person inspire me to become? Who am I in love? Because often we think about all the characteristics we want in someone else, all the things we want them to do, the way they might look, the job they might have. And those are all good things to think about. I'm not discouraging you from thinking of those things. However, asking yourself who they inspire you to become is such a powerful question. So as you contemplate this, I want you to allow whatever comes in. I want you to visualize yourself as the person you are in love, and more powerfully recognize that you can be that person now. This vision of yourself that you see, you can start embodying and being that beautiful, loving person now.
Yes. The more we bring that vision into the present, into the right here, right now, the faster it shows up for us.
And taking some moments just to breathe and allow this vision to formulate in front of your eyes, in front of your mind's eye, in front of your heart's space, your heart's eye. Just breathing into it. If you notice yourself holding your breath, just take a deep breath. Let it go.
And if you're in this receptive space, in this really powerful feeling space, and like we mentioned, sometimes the answers come through really powerfully from this space. So any really clear, profound answers are coming to you, or these questions that Ingrid is putting out there, write them down if you have access to pen or paper, or put a note in your phone. Take note of the answers you're receiving now, and the sooner that you can act on those answers, the sooner that you can put those answers into action today, the better. Because it is when we move and take action on this inspired action while being in this frequency of love, in this heart-centered clarity and place of knowing, that's when things can really move, really shift for us.
Yes, and now I invite you all to just see if there's any other information, visuals, words, sounds, pictures, any other information that wishes to come through right now to reassure you, to comfort you, to give you the knowing that you are worthy of love, that love is here for you, that is on its way to you. Any final things that wish to come through, and we'll give you a few moments of silence to allow that in. And taking a few deep breaths. Bringing yourself back into whatever space you're in right now, a little bit back into your body. If you've ever done yoga, you might know they usually say wiggle your fingers and toes, kind of get a sense of your body again, because a lot of times you can feel like you're expanding outside of your body when you're connecting with these kinds of energies. And Hamilton's just checking in on the chat. But I invite you to put, as you're coming back in, hello everyone.
Hello everyone that's here. Just want to shout out to Hannah and Chica and Julie. Thank you guys for being here and for chiming in.
Yeah, we invite you too, if you had a powerful experience, if anything really interesting happened that you feel comfortable sharing with this space, feel free to put it in the chat, because I think it's really inspiring to others when you're willing to share your experience, when you have a really powerful experience, especially when it comes to manifesting love. By doing that, you're helping others to believe in the power of this process.
See, H-Man, what's up?
How's it going? Welcome in, welcome. So we've created this beautiful space, getting into our heart space and making room for love. Ugly crying. I mean, this is the heart opening process, so emotions are normal. Please share any experiences you had in the chat. If you came in late and didn't get the whole thing, we're planning to do this every Sunday.
Yes.
Let us know also if this time is good for you. Even if you come back to this video, you can put comments in the comment section, but we're just trying to get a sense if this is a good time for everyone.
Real deep belly laugh. I always say I want to be around someone that makes me laugh. Love that. Yes. Laughter is such a healing energy, and just
from Japan? How cool.
Oh, good morning.
Very cool. I love it. Welcome in. Welcome. So yeah, go ahead and finish what you were saying about connecting to those emotions.
A good belly laugh is so powerful, and yeah, like when you start to spontaneously feel those really powerful emotions, that means you've really tapped into something. And you know, making this a regular practice, that's why we want to do this every Sunday, so that we can really just set a space, a container for us to do this collectively. And like we said, even tuning in remotely, it's like all of our energies are connecting and energizing the same collective intention, which really amplifies it, really does send out really powerful ripple effects, I believe, to amplify everyone's intentions. So like we mentioned, the super chat is a way that you can have your intentions actually verbalized, actually put into our meditation moving forward.
And I
We're
thought
just trying this something
maybe I
new
could
today.
share an example of what that looks like. So if we're going to pretend that Kristen is in the chat, okay? So Kristen, we see, puts a super chat in saying, which is denoting that they love to have their name brought into this space. So Hamilton might say, Kristen just did a super chat, and I'll say, great gratitude to Kristen. And now we're calling in this great love for Kristen, and we notice she's wanting laughter and peace and stability. So we're seeing that for her, and everyone who's watching, everyone in the space will be holding that for Kristen, but we'll also be just allowing what wants to come through, because I often get these senses of, you know, the possibilities of things, and calling that in, claiming it out loud is such a powerful thing to do. So I would say, Kristen, we're seeing this love for you, we're feeling it, we're claiming it for you, we're supporting you, we're behind you in creating this love for yourself. So that's the kind of thing we'll do, and we'll do that with the group energy of the group. And it's just really powerful. It's something we've done with friends of ours, and we've seen amazing things happen. I wouldn't be surprised if we start, like when we do this, people start saying when they meet someone, or when someone gets off the chat and they say, hey, I went out with some friends and ended up meeting somebody.
And so definitely do that if you are joining this live meditation and you notice something this week happen that was really synchronistic, where you're like, oh my God, I just met this person who just made me have this deep belly laugh that I was feeling in the meditation. Like, that is something you can either come in, comment on one of our videos, or go to our Instagram, send us a message. But like, share that. We want to share, or comment on our Facebook page, you know, share your experience. Does the music therapy? But yeah, so I saw one other person ask, can we set an alert for next week's time? Yes, I believe we can do that. We'll set it up to have like a premiere, to where so you guys will have a little bit of advance notice. We kind of like did this on a whim today, but we do want to. It's something we've been talking about doing for a while, and it feels really good. So we want to continue doing it.
You're welcome, Sarah. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And please remember to hit the bell notification too, because I think that's another way you'll be notified. At least like if you forget the time, it'll let you know we're going on. Please share this with anyone, because I mean, I know when I was like, you know, in the dating time of my life, I got so many people around me were also wanting the same thing. So like, you could do this with a group of friends. You could get together, and because like you'll energize it right there in the group. So if you have a few friends, like say, hey, let's do this half an hour, 45-minute meditation. It's like this little bit of time that is going to carry with you through the rest of the week. And if you have this moment of, you know, I want a little more support. No, we do private coaching, and that like this is just a taste of what happens there, where we're going deeper into these kind of processes. And then what we can do there obviously is cater it to you and your needs, maybe looking at blocks you may have, maybe looking at childhood things that have happened that may be affecting your ability to receive and accept love. I mean, there's so many ways that we explore this, and it's super powerful, and it's something we love to do, and we've gotten some very kind and awesome responses from this process.
We'll be sharing some testimonials with a client that we just worked with for an extended period of time, and really had some amazing results with. And like Ingrid said, this is just a sample of what we do in our private coaching, where like everything is geared, all of the visualizations, all of the activities that we do are catered to your specific wants and needs, things that you are creating in your life, and we get deep down into whatever might be separating you from that,
including
right now.
Helping people write their own vision of love. So like as I'm listening,
sometimes clarifying
what I'm
is
listening to these people share and talk about, we'll ask these same kind of questions we did in the meditation, but we'll actually create their own personalized affirmation that they can use throughout their whole experience of their love journey. And we have had such an amazing response to that process. So if that resonates with you, feel free to reach out to us.
And that's on twinsoulpoets.com, the love coaching section. You'll see we got lots more coming for you guys. Like we said, we'll be doing this every Sunday moving forward. We'll set alerts ahead of time so you guys can see. We also have some really cool videos coming up. We have an interview with Jade Lotus, who is a tantric taoist
and Taoist principles.
Yeah, and Taoist, we were gifted actually a course, one of her courses, Ingrid and I were able to do, and it was called From Lover to Super Lover, and it was incredible. Like, the things that we got out of this course were really, really, really powerful, and the stuff works, man. These are like ancient practices of how to really amplify your intimacy and really create just deepen the whole sexual experience to these levels that I think a lot of times, unfortunately, we're kind of missing in our regular society. There's not much talk about these kinds of things.
And
so
it reflects too. Oh, sorry to interrupt you.
I just want to say we're so excited to share this course and to share this interview that we recorded with her, and to share just like what we got out of it, because I think it's some of the most powerful material out there right now.
I think it's important, and it also reflects what we do in terms of like, I think a lot of the information on love and relationships is kind of like a tip of the iceberg, but there's so much more depth. I know when I wanted to manifest love into my life, like I wanted to go deep. I knew I wanted like a long-term partnership. I knew I wanted something meaningful. I knew I wanted to create with someone, and so much of this stuff is more surface level, which is fine if that's where you want to be focused. But my guess is if you're watching this, you're wanting to connect on that deeper level. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Definitely watch our most recent video. I think it's really good, and for some reason, not enough people saw that one as usual for our numbers. So please check that one out. I think it's really powerful. It has to do with how to move on from love, because a lot of ways that you need to open up to new love is making sure you fully let go and moved on from past relationships. And sometimes you may not realize that the past relationship even has a hold on you and is actually blocking you, even energetically, from having something new come in. So check out that video. What is it?
That process of letting go sometimes is what creates the space for the new love to come in. But yeah, like Ingrid said, like this course that we'll be talking about soon, and we'll be posting the interview on this From Lover to Super Lover. We'll even have an affiliate link that we'll be able to share for you to sign up for that course. If you see the video and you're like, man, I want to try that, definitely do. But it so relates to what Ingrid and I do in our private coaching, because the course is very practical. It has real practical step-by-step things that you can actually apply like in your intimacy. That's like, whoa, this stuff works. And then and everything that we do in our coaching, we try to do that as well. Like every session we have practical actual exercises that we do with our clients every week, where it's like, not only are we going to talk about these concepts and things, but we're going to sit down and do an activity right now that's going to get into this stuff, that's going to activate and start clearing that energy, start clearing the space, start figuring out what is in the way even, and rewriting those beliefs. How can we actually start to rewrite those subconscious belief systems and
allow the energy of like, allow old things to process. It's also about facing emotions. We're not spiritual bypass people, so like it's also about going into the thing that has been blocking you, not trying to cover it up. So that's really important too. These are all the kind of things we talk about here and more in our coaching. And I was trying to think of the name of the most recent video, but if you look for our most recent video, you can see it. I think it's how to move on from a relationship. Or when you're having trouble moving on from a relationship. I think just really powerful, and I would love for more people to see it, because I think it could really help a lot of people. Lastly, I just want to say, if there's any questions before we go, I think we wanted to not make this too long for the first time, but if there's any last comments or questions, we invite you to share them. Thank you for everybody who did comment during the chat or during the live. We really appreciate it.
And also, if anyone does, before we head out, if we do see any super chats come in, we would like to offer the first super chat. If anyone, the first super chat that we see come in, we'll give a half off coaching session too. So a regular cost, you will get a full 50% off with a special link that we can send you guys.
We'll give like maybe a minute left to put in any questions, to do any super chats, and we'll also check to make sure that that's enabled too, because this is our first time. But we
might like be sitting here and keep talking about it and like not even turn on. Hopefully we do. Really not. We're kind of.
And also, if
trying something new,
you have any questions or you have any suggestions for topics or content that you would like to see, please share that, because it really helps us kind of guide the kind of material that we post on our channel. We always, if you look, there's plenty of comments that we've taken and made full. Actually, our last video was a comment that we made a full video out of. So let us know if you have any suggestions. We'll give it a few more minutes, and then I think or a few more seconds, and we'll finish up.
And we've been something we talk about in some of our videos. I think when we're creating space for your dreams, we've been like feng shuiing our room in here, and we got our new little backdrop in our career section, which is LA, and we're both actors, so we thought that was appropriate.
Yeah. And that's something to think about too. If you're wanting love in your life, we share the feng shui is an interesting thing to think about. Or even if you don't look into feng shui, just think about making space for somebody new. Like, for example, they say it's not good to have your bed pushed up against a wall, because if you want somebody sleeping next to you, you need to make space for them, right? Or having do you have representation of the kind of love you want around you, or do you have photos that look kind of lonely? So those are like interesting things to think about.
Having space for like on both sides of the bed for people to get in.
Right. Okay, well, I feel like this feels good. This feels complete. I really thank you all once again for joining us here. We will be back next week. And check out, if after this, go check out that video. Let us know what you think. Leave a comment. Let us know if you watch this live in that comment section.
Yes.
And share this with someone you think would be inspired by it. We'll see you next time.
And keep your eyes out for the From Lover to Super Lover course and interview. We'll be sharing that soon.
Thank you.
Very juicy information on there. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you for everyone. We got people coming in all the way from Japan.
That is so
that's
cool.
Amazing. So that's one of our favorite things about doing this, is that we've gotten to work with people all over the world. We've had clients in India, Canada, Estonia, all over the US, and we've got people watching us in Japan. Like, so cool that we get to connect with people all over the world on this shared vision of really just creating and spreading more love on the planet. That is why we do what we do here. And so thank you guys for supporting us.
All right. Can't wait to hear all your awesome love stories. Keep us posted, and we'll see you guys next Sunday. Thank you. Bye.